Family, I'm looking at my portfolio right now. Listen, I got 2 phones. I'm cooking right now. I'm charting on this one. I'm trading on this one. Family, let me put you up on some game. We in an Uber call. This one ran up 18%. We in a Lyft call. This one ran up 19%. We still holding on to them and we still pushing and making money. I'm looking at it in the aftermarket for my people who are new. Call options are ways to multiply your money. When you get in and it's going up, that's when we taking off with it. But I want to give a shout out to somebody. This is Morpheus, and they just said, you're one of the main reasons why my foundation, aka my long-term portfolio, was up 78% net just this year. I love to hear that. He said, I love and appreciate you, and I appreciate you right back, family. Everybody put 100 in the chat. If you want to show some love to me, you want to show some love to somebody else who made some money, and you want to show some love to yourself, and then let me know what made you some money in the market. I'm gonna put you up on some game on how I'm looking to make some more money. Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. If you do not have an app to trade on, I'm telling you right now, get on the Moomoo app. The link is in the top of the description. This is the best one. Get on that one. Palantir, when you go over there, you're gonna see PLTR. This is a $200 stock. We looking to play it up. I always want to tell you, there's no guarantees on the stock market. Sometimes you will lose. However, those who have been rolling with me have been making money. So I say this, I encourage you to talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area because investing carries risk. Let's continue with the video. Palantir is a company that estimates that they're going to make like $1 billion in revenue. They're like a 500 or $600 billion company. So when you look at the fundamentals of the company, like they would tell you, it ain't really lining up like it can just yet. However, there's an instance in which you got to think to yourself. We remember when Palantir was $7. We remember when it ran all the way up from there, and they was telling us even back then that it didn't make sense. So there's a quote on the stock market that I had said before, and I want you to look it up yourself if you want to look more into it. And it's that the stock market can remain irrational longer than you can remain liquid, meaning you will run out of money trying to bet against the bull run. It's that simple, family. The bull can keep running. I want to give you some institutional ratings on this one. And they said that there's an 87% chance that Palantir is going to beat the earnings expectations because of their AI growth in the United States. And they're saying that the government contracts is getting more profitable. We love to see it. But I had told y'all in yesterday's video, and many of y'all have made money on this, and you can go check back. I leave the receipts right there, that Palantir getting involved with Nvidia is going to be a reason why they could become more fundamentally sound. The leader of Nvidia, Jensen Huang, went on CNBC, the news, with the Palantir CEO, and now they're working together closely, and he never really pop out with people when he's doing these interviews. So to see that link is showing me that they doing something in the background. Nvidia is the biggest company in the world, but it's a computer chip kind of a company, a GPU company. But Palantir is a software company. So Nvidia being the hardware and Palantir being the software, family, it sound like they trying to get married, and I like the wedding. I'm be in attendance. Many of y'all are in attendance. If you own Palantir and Nvidia, let me know you in attendance in the chat, family. Let's get to the money. Let's look at Palantir. I told y'all to download Moomoo. Many of y'all have already did it. So let's open our Moomoo app and let's look at this together. You go to Palantir, you're going to go to the earnings when you look at the company, and then you're going to see it says Palantir earnings move. This is the best tool on the market right now. And it's telling you what usually happens during the earnings. And we can see here that the expected move is somewhere around 10-ish%. It could be 5%. It could be 10% around there. And that's all the way on the bottom. But we're seeing that in the last 5 earnings, we can see about 3 times it popped up and 2 times it actually fell down before continuing up 5 days after the earnings. So we like to see this tool because we want to have an idea what was happening before earnings, what happened the day of, and then what happened after. 5 days after Palantir has had their earnings, they have been up 5 times in a row. And on the stock market, you often looking for patterns, and when you see a pattern, you could trade the pattern. It doesn't mean that Palantir is going to run up forever. Eventually, it's like musical chairs. The music got to stop sometimes, and people are going to take profit. But when you rolling with the right team, you will know how to make some money. I've been sending out buy alerts here and there and there. Of the last 14 buy alerts that I sent out, we won 12 of them, and 2 of them we got stopped out at a little bit of a loss. Family, if you're trying to change the game for yourself, I'm encouraging you to book a call with my team to get on with us now. I look forward to seeing you there. The link is going to be in the description. It's It's going to be titled Book a Call to Get My Trades. I tell you, the calendar always fill out, but I keep trying to add more people on the team so that they could get to you and help you to get in. But again, hurry up because the spots be filling up so fast. Let's get to the next one, and it's AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. It's currently $259, but they got their earnings coming up too. So with this one, we know artificial intelligence has been booming like crazy, and they are the second place one. Nvidia is the number one, and then they are number two, but they way far down to be number two. So this means they have a lot of room to potentially grow. And being 259, just know that means that this is a company that could go to even 300, even 350 long term, as long as we stay in this bull market that we're in. But we've been buying this one for a very long time, even in the 100s, family. So let's take a look at this. The revenue that they expect to make is 28% higher than before. I told you about that yesterday. And then the earning per share is about 45% more, meaning they expect to make more money and then keep more money. And if they even beat those expectations, this is when you see the stock fly. Got to put you on some other ones too. AppLovin. We talked about this one when it was 100, when it was 300. Now it's all the way up to 600. You thinking to yourself, yo, this already ran. And it did run a lot. However, this is one that when their earnings is really good, it pops up hundreds of dollars in a single day. So I know it sounds crazy. Go look back in time and see this thing popping up like crazy. It'd be $500 one day, $600 the next day, $500 again, $750 a week later. So this is one that fell down from about $745, and their earnings is coming around in about a day or two. So we are going to pay attention to this one. And the reason we are going to do that is because this has been a great stock to trade. AppLovin is one of those companies where they're kind of dealing with mobile apps. If you ever seen people playing like a lot of games on their phone, and it'd be a lot of kids, but it'd be a lot of adults too, like when they on airplanes and so on. Believe it or not, they're spending a lot more money on these apps, on these games on your phone than they would even if they had a game console. Like if you had a Nintendo or an Xbox or a PlayStation, you might go and buy that Mario game. You might go and buy that NBA 2K game. You might go and buy the Call of Duty games, whatever game you play. But you generally will buy that once. You spend your $60, you spend whatever you pay for it, and then it's done. But with these mobile games, AppLovin is somehow convincing people, hey, you should spend $30 today on this one. Just $2 on that one. But then you look at how much people spend on these games, and it'd be like $300. So the mobile little simple games are generating more money than a lot of these game consoles that are in people's homes. So AppLovin is dealing in that business and related to it. So it's the one that's making money, and it's surprising a lot of people. And on Wall Street, the surprises are what make money. So AppLovin, they expect to make 11% more revenue. However, they're getting more efficient. And it says EPS down here, where their earnings per share is expected to be 91% increase from last year. So they're getting really efficient over there. Now, can't leave without showing you the big dog, and it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is getting into the low 100Ks. I can see Bitcoin, and I'm going to say this, even if Bitcoin come down to 70K, even if it come down to 50K, I can see Bitcoin going to 500K long term. So the more it comes down, the more I'm buying. I just picked up about $5,000 worth of Bitcoin because when I see a price I like, I strike. I don't get afraid. A lot of people get afraid when they see these things coming down. Imagine me being afraid of a deal. I like a deal, and when I see it, I'm buying it. So family, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. The link in the top of the description to book a call to get in with the team so you can stop missing out the buy alerts. Family, get in with us so you can change the direction of your family. I'm looking forward to helping you out. I'll see you in the next one, and take care.